I grew up in eastern Iowa, south of Iowa City, on a farm. I went to college at Northeast Missouri State University. It's now Truman State University in Northeast Missouri. I studied elementary, and my minor was psychology. I met the love of my life there, John. We have 2 girls, and their names are Laura and Pam. My cancer journey began in, I would say 1987 was when I first started noticing some differences. And I did everything I was supposed to do. I went to get my mammograms and so forth. And it was in November of 1988 that I noticed some things going on, and it happened, I think it was meant to be. We were in our car and we didn't have electric windows then, and our 2 young daughters were in the back seat. And Laura had asked me to roll up her window, and so I dutifully reached around and cranked and rolled the window, and I felt something pull. And it turned out it was my rotator cuff, and so I had physical therapy for that. Kind of a coincidence, but it was Steve Baumert. And Steve Baumert, right before I was ready to go that night, I remember him saying to me, well, you know, I hope it'll get better and so forth. And I said, Steve, do you think this pain has anything to do with this little kernel that I have under my arm? And he said, what little kernel? And so I showed him. He said, I don't like that, Fran. So he sent me on then back to the doctor again, and the doctor said, let's get another mammogram. And that's when they discovered that my cancer was malignant. Well, John was working full-time as a high school teacher at St. Albert and a coach, full-time coach. He was very busy. John would go with me for a lot of the chemo treatments. Sometimes he couldn't, and so the girls and I just went. All of the treatments that I received were at Jenny Edmondson. With chemo, you know, you have to go in by yourself. So the ladies at the office there were extremely helpful to the girls and to me. They brought them coloring books and candy and all kinds of things, so they thought, wow, this is great. You know, the care I received at Jenny Edmondson has been top-notch to me. When I think back and reminisce about all of those times, I feel like they not only treated me, but they treated my family. And they were there for not just me, but my girls and my husband, and that meant a lot to me as a young mother. The other thing that I really want to mention about Jenny Edmondson was that it wasn't just one doctor making the decision. They sit down and they're a team, and all of them have input as to what is the best treatment for each patient, and I really like that aspect, and I just want to tell them all thank you. Think about how thankful and grateful I am that I have the opportunity to be here and to tell my story. Rizzo is a 3-year-old English cream golden retriever, and Rizzo is the next step in our journey with Jenny Edmondson. Back in 2019, I had decided that's what I wanted to do, to give back to not only to the community, but to Jenny Edmondson, the people who had taken care of me. So I found a breeder of therapy dogs. That's what this breeder specializes in. And so I told my husband, John, that's what I wanted to do. And so her main dog was going to have pups in June of 2020. And so we miraculously got on the list. So we picked her out and named her Rizzo. And I brought her home, and so she's been with us as our family pet. and then also started training to be a therapy dog. We have just become officially recognized as a pet therapy team through Love on a Leash. Rizzo and I have been welcomed by Tara and Rachel and Sam and Joanne, and they have taken us around. We've mainly been visiting staff, and then we are hoping now that we will be able to get in and go to other parts of the hospital and possibly into patients, and I'm hoping maybe oncology or, to give back in that respect.